And we are live. Good morning, guys, or good. What time? It's 2:15, so it's good afternoon. How you doing, Andrew?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
Good, good, good. And then we have Mr. D Tax and Accounting Services with us today.
Yes, sir. We brought on Donald Heckle right here from Mr. D's Tax, our local CPA guy, and we got a few questions to ask him about the new tax returns this year and see if he has the answers for him. How's that?
Oh yeah, taxes. I love to make money. I just don't like the paying taxes part every year.
Oh yeah, and the IRS loves it when we pay, right? Because that means they get paid.
I know, but no, it is what it is. We make money. We have to pay and we have to contribute. So that's okay. That's okay at some point. Sometimes it gets a little bit like annoying. All the having to do all the, especially as a 1099 myself. And you, Andrew. We have a lot
Oh
of
yeah.
paperwork to keep and a lot of things to keep into at the time to do the taxes. So, but Mr. D is gonna tell us the new things about the new changes for this year. Tell us, Mr. D. What's going on
So
with
what
ARS
remained
here?
the so what remained the same on the taxes this year?
Well, it's good news is the 2018 tax reform. A lot of the changes are remaining in effect this year, like such as the child tax credit. It's still going to remain at $2,000 per qualified child, as long as they follow in with the income thresholds.
Okay. So the kids remain the same.
The kids remain the same.
That's a big one for everybody that has families out there. The child tax credit remains the same at 2,000.
But
So
how
that's a
come?
good point, right?
Kids eat more now. They grow up, they eat more, they
Right.
keep it the same bag. What the heck?
And they keep seeming to get longer breaks, which means my electric bill goes up higher every time.
I know, huh? Okay, so that
Yep.
remains the same. That's good. That's good to know. Okay, what else, Andrew?
Yes. What else is remained the same or has changed?
Actually, and then the forms have changed a little bit. They made them a little more simpler. Last year, they reformed every form they had, and this year they condensed them back down to three schedules. So now you don't have all these schedules, which is sad for the tax preparers out there because they like to charge you per form. So they knocked it down to three schedules.
That's why we like Mr. D's. He keeps it simple. You heard him? 3 forms. That's it.
Okay.
And then what's new? What's new on the 2020 returns?
The new is, even though the child credit remained the same, they increased the standard deduction by $200. Whoop, whoop. I know it's not much, but $12,200 for single, and then it's $24,400 for married filing jointly, and $18,350 for the head of household.
So the head of household went up there.
It went up. It went up more than the single.
Awesome sauce. And what's the tax deadline this year, Donald?
Tax deadlines is April 15th. It falls on weekdays, so we don't not get an extension.
No extension, huh?
No extension. April 15th is the deadline. However, if you filed for the IRS extension, you have to October 15th.
But there is no extension, right?
No extension last year was April 17th, so we had a 2-day extension because of the weekend. But since it falls on a weekday, it is due on the 15th of April.
Have you seen anything? Go ahead.
No. Unless you file for that extension, it gives you a little bit of a break.
It does. It gives you to October 15th.
So that's good news for all you business owners out there. Have you seen anything else, like when it comes down to student loan forgiveness or anything that's on those lines?
On student loan forgiveness, you got to be careful. If you do get a student loan forgiveness, make sure that it's truly a forgiveness and not a cancellation of debt. If it's a cancellation of debt, they're going to issue a 1099-C when the government, the IRS, counts that as income. So that increases your tax bracket, increases your cash threshold, and you got to pay taxes on it. So if you're thinking, well, I'm just going to cancel your student loan because the interest is getting too high, think about the interest rate the government charges you. The IRS charges a daily interest, whereas student loans is usually an annual percentage rate. So be careful with the cancellation of debts.
So on that half, if you're looking to buy a home and you're doing a cancellation of debt with your student loans, that actually bumps your debt to income ratio up because it's technically still there. It's sitting on the back end side. Definitely. So just to let you guys know on that one.
Oh.
Also this year, there's something really, really new this year. I don't know if any of you has it or heard of it, but the Bitcoins, and your virtual currency is now considered income, and you have to report it on your tax return.
That goes out to all you internet miners out there.
So it wasn't, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've heard about Bitcoin and all that stuff. And at some point, I wanted to get it, and I was researching, but, thankfully, I didn't, because it was at the time that actually went down. So, but in the past, you didn't have to pay for that.
You didn't have to pay taxes on your earned Bitcoins, but now virtual currency is a thing and you have to pay taxes on it. And it's actually on the tax return.
So is there more forms of internet currency besides the Bitcoin that they're going after?
Not that I know, there probably is, but as it goes. So instead of calling it Bitcoins on the tax return, they call it virtual currency. So any virtual income is considered income.
Watch out, you guys that are playing PlayStation and Xbox One. That is virtual currency.
It is. Mr. D,
all you Fortnite guys.
Oh, the government did a great job on the insurance this year. We do not have to pay the insurance penalty if you do not have insurance this year. No insurance penalty. Last year it was $695. They got rid of that. But be careful, if you got the marketplace insurance, you still got to file your reconciliation for your credit that you received.
Is that an extra form?
That is an extra form.
That's a reconciliation. What did you say?
It's a 1095A reconciliation form of the marketplace credit that you received for your health care.
So is there actually like a tax deductible for that?
There isn't.
There's not?
So in the beginning of the year, when you got your insurance, you filled out a form stating how much money you made throughout the year. So at the end of the year, you have to do a reconciliation to make sure you still you're eligible to still receive that credit.
Okay.
So if you don't, they will come after you for that full amount.
Have you seen anything else change as far as what you can write off this year, what you can't write off, how much you can write off?
No, that's basically the same as last year. Nothing major changed there.
Awesome.
There is one change though on your unreimbursed medical expenses. The government raised it to 10% of your adjusted gross income now. So in other words, you have to have more medical bills than 10% of your adjusted gross income before you can claim it.
So explain that a little bit.
So if you had $1,000 worth of income, you'd have to have at least $100 worth of medical bills before you can even start claiming it.
Okay.
So it has to be 10% of your adjusted gross income. Last year was only 7%, so they bumped it up to 3%.
Okay, so 10%. That's not bad. So would you actually be seeing that as a refund or?
Actually, that goes to, on your itemized deduction. So if you can't reach the standard deduction, then a lot of people just don't worry about it because you got to have lots of medical bills in order to get it to work.
That goes then.
Okay,
so it's a long way, right?
Mr. D, tell us a little bit about your office, where are you located, and all the services you provide.
Okay, we provide bookkeeping, we provide tax accounting, we also provide tax advice and tax returns and electronic filing. We're located in the Metro Business Park over near Metro Center, 31st Avenue in Sherrill. And you can reach us at MrD'sTax.com, our Facebook at Mr. D's Tax. And you can schedule an appointment right off of Facebook.
Now, do you also do businesses or only personal?
We do personal and business. We specialize in small businesses to direct sales to mid-sized businesses.
And you also do payroll also, correct?
And payroll. Everybody loves payroll because who doesn't want a paycheck?
Especially at the end of this tax season, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So let's conquer the taxes together. Let's get it done.
Okay. Now, Mr. D, you were out of frame the whole show, so you have to move a little bit to the. There you go. No, because we need to know who you are. Like when we knock on the door, we're like, is that the guy who was on the show or wasn't he? So yeah,
he was just talking.
yeah. There's some voice sounding in there. Yeah. Okay. Now we know you.
It's the voice of reason.
I know, huh?
Don't let this tax season stress you out. Come get some help.
Yeah. So especially, all day, I see, I'm in real estate, so I see all my, co-workers, partners, on real estate, having sometimes a lot of issues because they don't take care of their taxes on time. They just let them go, and they think that I know people that haven't a real estate agent that haven't filed taxes for 3-4 years, and I'm like, what? Like, oh man, like I hope everything goes well, because if the IRS comes back, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. So I'm when it comes to taxes, I am a procrastinator too. I'm usually leave it at the end. But I have tried every single year to file my taxes, even if I have an extension point on the same year. But there's people that let them go for years, and I'm like, I couldn't do that. I would be, really worried if I had let it go for 2-3 years.
I would let it worry too, because not only they charge you a late fee, they charge you an interest as well. So it's a daily interest plus a late fee.
And that's compounded, isn't it?
It is compound daily, and the late fee this year is $495.
Ooh,
That's $500 coming out of everybody's pocket if you're going late.
yeah.
So if you know you're going to be late, file that extension.
All right.
Get to somebody that can help you.
Sounds great. Sounds great. Well, thank you very much, guys, for being on the show, and as always, trying to bring some value and provide some value to the people watching out there. In this case, it's not only to the consumer. I mean, our consumers as far as real estate, but it's also to other businesses, to other partners that do businesses. Loan officers, real estate agents, anyone that I mean, everybody has to file taxes. So now it's more common to do it online, but sometimes especially when it's when you don't know what you're doing, it's always better to hire someone with experience to help you, not get in trouble with the IRS and pay your fair share.
Definitely.
How many years of experience do you have?
We have 15, and my partner has another 10, so it's 30 in our
20,
office.
30 in the office.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for doing the show, and see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. See you later.
Bye.